Everyone loves cheapies, something in budget performs for at least 6 hours. What could be better than that? So we are discussing cheap scents. So one brand which we have to give credit to explore various, I mean, it was one of the brands which was like a cult symbol back then. I'm talking about Jack's Bogart one-man show. Everyone, probably everyone have been in touch with this scent, either through father, grandfather, uncle from US, uncle from UK. I mean, this is synonym to luxury back then in 80s. So what's so great about it? Let's sniff it. And is it still popular? So I would say yes, it's still popular, but in 40 plus generation, or someone who is 40 plus, who have heard about one man show in their childhood, they are using it now. But we experienced it, right? So what it smells like is very creamy, nice, how old school shaving creams used to be. It exactly smells like that. So this will remind me of a very V. John sort of feeling, nice, creamy feeling. And what I believe my motto of doing this video is how old fashioned like bell bottoms comes back. Same way in fragrances also, I'm noticing a lot of older genres are coming back. So this is the main edition. Everyone is familiar about it. It's very nice, fresh, out of the shower, soapy scent. Can be classified into barbershop. I was into Crisia Umo, which is like a niche version of it. Then I smelled this. I've smelled the niche one before. So I would say this is like the niche you could get for under 1,000 rupees in India. And it never gets, it's timeless classic. It never gets old. It's sort of thing. But if you have already used it, as I said, it's very common, it's very popular, you would like to try for the flankers. So this video, again, we are talking more about flankers. So the first one in the whole line, what I want to cover, original is like honorable mention, is one man show, Oud edition. So why I picked up Oud edition first? Because it's considered to be the longest lasting of one man shows. So let's sniff it, what it is. Woo. So the first sniff, I get really nice and sweet oud. It's very Middle Eastern, how a generic oud has been perceived. In Middle East, it's that. To my nose, it reminds me of any amber oud you pick up of a Middle Eastern brand. Every Middle Eastern brand has a scent like this. This reminds me of a lot of Ajmal. The main variant of Ajmal is Sham Salud. So this reminds me a lot of Wisal Dahab Gold. Sham Salud is more Cambodian oud. Wisal Dahab is more sweeter oud. So this, if I have to compare it to any scent, it's like Ajmal Wisal Gold. To my nose, opinions may vary. All in all, it's a oud rose combination. People say it's synthetic, but in my first sniff, I don't get that synthetic vibe, honestly. Maybe in the later phase. I do get slight rose hint, like how the agarbatti is, but in a good way. It's not overpowering rose, but very mild rose, majorly oud and sweet oud, what do you say? So it's like very starter oud. I like it. People who are exploring oud would like it because it's more woody profile and not the fecal profile. So it's not a turn off. So if you're looking for a longer lasting one man show, go for oud edition. I am yet to explore how it dries down into. The second one in this is actually a discontinued one, but luckily I have stocked up a lot of them. It's called Emerald Edition. Comes in a bottle green color, how it was popular back in 80s, 90s. You would see a lot of bottles, whiskey bottles, wine bottles in this color. So let's sniff it. So I was assuming something green would come out. Let's read what's written here. So it's a for sure, as it says, violet, basilic, elemi, tonka, cedar, patchouli, labdanum, violet, basil. Wow, it's a complex scent. Okay, now I think I'll need to sniff it. I like it. I want to see how it develops on your skin. This reminds me of something really nice and niche. Alright, so I'm not going there, but let's describe it. So you get that minty opening with patchouli. It's because of patchouli, and the dry down, I'm assuming, would be more of clove, woodiness. So overall, it's aromatic for sure. If you like Van Cleef Arpels Pour Homme, if you like Polo Green, if you like Aramis, brands like those, or scents like those, tobacco based scent, this you would definitely like. If you are 80s powerhouse lover, this is it for you. And it's again going to cost you not more than $20, or in India 1200 rupees. The next one I want to pick up is called Gold Edition. Let's sniff Gold Edition, but before spraying I want to read the notes for you guys. It's again aromatic for sure. Let's compare these. This is bois for sure. So boa means more like spices, so it's like spicier. This is aromatic. So the notes it reads out is violet, star anise, orange blossom, apple, cinnamon, geranium, lavender. So I'm assuming it's more lavender based scent. Geranium is more rosy. Then I see is star anise is spicy. Violet gives you very petroleum sort of vibe, but it's not petroleum, it's that violet leaf. So imagine how violet color would smell, something like that. Right, and cinnamon, nice. I like the notes so far. Let's see how they have blended it. It's Gold Edition. To my nose, it's one man show original amped up with sweeter spices. So I'm getting the same DNA, that old school barbershop vibe is there. They have done it more sharper. The cinnamon thing, I can notice it from first note itself. I don't notice much geranium out here. I don't get a rosy feeling at all, but I'm getting a lot of incensey vibe from it. So it's like smokier version, spicier version of One Man Show Original. Or it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade from this. But if you like more masculinity added to this, Gold Edition. Last but not the least is Ruby Edition. I have picked up last because given other fancy names, you would pick up gold, you would pick up oud, you would pick up emerald. It's normal tendency. Even you won't pick up ruby first. So unless you are a woman, you would pick up ruby first probably. That's like how I picked up in the sequence. So let's spray ruby. And it reminds me of Furio, the Jax Bogart Furio. I might have a bottle. I could get it for you guys. This reminds me a lot of Furio. The notes are oriental, woody oriental. And it reads orange leaf, red apple, frosted lavender, incense, saffron, labdanum, oud wood, cedar wood. Quite an exotic list again. So what do you have to do with these scents? Some of you might say these don't last long, perform long. You do double sprays because these are as cheap. You could do 20-30 sprays of it. Doesn't matter because nowadays they have come out to, they have been reformed. So, but I like this version. So it's like, I'll compare these two right now. Right, so this is more sweeter oud, this is more oriental oud. You get the Furio kind of vibe, yes, but here you get more saffron. If you have, see, red bottles, if you have sniffed Xyrus Rouge, David of Hot Water, they have this furious oriental note which is more spices, blended with oud as well, blended with a lot of incenses that you get to sniff when you visit country like Vietnam, Thailand. You get those incenses. It's an essential part of Oriental culture. So this is more Oriental. I would say this is more Middle Eastern heavy hitter. This is Oriental. I liked it. It was a bad decision to pick up at the last. Now it's time to rate them in a sequence. So honorable mention is definitely One Man Show Original. Right after that, what I liked most was Gold Edition. Because I love original, I loved Gold Edition. Then I would give it to Emerald just for the fact that it's hard to get. And it's very few times I've got access to this. So that's a factor which helps me basically to pick up a fragrance. Now coming, all of them are pretty much great value. Now comes these two. So out of these two, I'll pick up this one. I like Ruby more. It has got more depth to it. It has got more complexity to it. And I think it has got more facets to it. That means you would see more transitions. Last but not the least If performance is your only criteria, you can go for this one. It's sweet oud, nothing groundbreaking. It would remind you a lot of 24 Gold. It would remind you of a lot of Latafa Ragba. It would remind you of Ajmal, Visal Dahab Gold, as I already named it. So yeah, nothing groundbreaking here. If you're just looking for a long-lasting oud as a daily driver, this one. Great deal comes at Perfumery India. So all 5, I'm putting a pack of all 5 for about $60. $60 coming to INR currency. These would go around 5,000, like $1,000 each, $15 each. So $75 for all. With shipping, you could pick up all for like $90. And in India, $999 to $1,200 each. Right guys, it's Mohit signing off. See ya. Bye kar sakte.